Hi, how are ya? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Hardcore Classic WoW. Last episode, we had a little party at the Blue Recluse. We leveled up our cooking, and we also did an escort quest with Stinky Ignats in Dustwall Marsh. Let's see how we did with our auctions. Looks like we made a little bit of coin, not too much. None of the BOEs sold. Now we're going to have a chat here with the Watchmaster Soragal. Supplies for Netherguard.
This crate of power stones needs to go to Netherguard Keep in the Blasted Lands. They won't hold their power for long, so we can't ship them with the next caravan. You must take them, and you must take them quickly. Bring them to Quartermaster Lungert's in Netherguard Keep. To reach the keep, you must travel east through Deadwind Pass, then east through the Swamp of Sorrows, then south through the Blasted Lands. Use caution, adventurer. You will travel through dangerous lands, yet you must not fail.
We will not fail. All right, off to Netherguard we go. There's a flight point there that we want to pick up. We got to watch out, though, when we go into the Blasted Lands. It's not a very safe place. I think at our current level, it might be a little bit dangerous to go there, but we have our mount. So hopefully we can run away from anything we encounter. This has always been a little bit of a creepy area, Deadwind Pass. Karazhan is actually located just down here. And I currently took down Heroic Lich King, guys. Pretty happy about that. It was quite the journey. But I am now finished with raiding in Wrath of the Lich King for a little bit. We might check out the Ruby Sanctum eventually when it comes out. I hope they release that before they release Cataclysm. I had a lot of fun. It was cool doing like an end game playthrough on the channel. Usually I just do, leveling journeys. And Heroic Lich King was a tough fight. We actually took him down right before the buffs started coming in, so I'm happy we got the Lich King down. I guess you could call it pre-nerfed. Or pre-buffed, or I don't know what to call it. It's most likely pre-nerfed. Because the buffs that you get are pretty much nerfs to the raid. And we'll probably get 8 weeks of buffs. Get like 5% every week. And I think this upcoming week will be the first week, I assume. Gotta watch out here. But I think we should be safe in Dustwall Marsh. But now we'll have some more time to do a little bit of raiding in, Hardcore and Season of Discovery. So we have to hit 60 first. Let's have a chat here with Watcher Biggs.
My caravan was destined for the eastern coast, but we did not reach our goal. Lost ones attacked us, killing guards and dashing supplies. I alone survived their assault. I have sworn to protect what supplies remain, but wild creatures skulk near. Please, help me defend my camp from the beasts.
All right, let's slay these beasts. Quite a bit here. I think the video is probably already up. The final video for the Road to the Lich King. And Wrath is still one of the like my favorite expansions. After going through it again, it's an awesome expansion, man. I like it more than the Burning Crusade. I won't say it's better than vanilla, though. Vanilla's my favorite. I think that's like most people's favorite version of WoW. Alright, so let's get ourselves a food buff. We use, what do we got here? Got some soothing turtle bisque, so I guess we'll finish that. And it's a rainy day in the Swamp of Sorrows, guys. What do we got up here? Another iron deposit. I wonder when we'll start running into mithril. Probably soon, I hope. We need to start getting mithril to level up our engineering. We need solid stone, and you get that from mithril ore. We'll go up here and we'll get some of this iron ore. I think we still get, yeah, mining XP. And casters recently got buffed in Season of Discovery. If you check the statistics for the raid, Black Fathom Deeps, or the dungeon raid, I don't know what people call it. I consider it to be a raid. But yeah, physical DPS were just doing the most damage. And instead of buffing all of the caster classes, they decided to buff a world buff that helps casters even more. So now, Boon of the Black Fathom, which is the world buff that people get. I'll tell you guys what it drops, what it gives now. It now provides 3% spell hit, which helps a lot, because hit is currently an issue at level 25 because there isn't much gear that gives you hit. And it also gives 25 spell power to the addition of the physical damage and movement speed effects. So that's a big buff to casters. And warlocks were doing the best out of all the casters, so I think this is going to be a great buff for warlocks. Mages are also doing well. Classes that were struggling were Shadow Priest and Balance Druid. But they buffed Balance Druid as well, which is awesome. Pretty much they just buffed Star Surge. Star Surge rune ability damage has been increased by 182%, so Star Surge is going to start doing a lot of damage. And the cooldown was reduced to 6 seconds. It was 10. And the mana cost of Star Surge was reduced to 1% of base mana, and it used to be 3%. So Boomkin's got a pretty big buff there. I'm interested to see what happens with all of this and see how the statistics change for the damage in the raid. That's one thing I like about Season of Discovery. They're trying to like balance out all the classes, because in vanilla, all you would see is just warriors. Like majority of the raid, like I would say 50% of the raid is warriors in vanilla, in like standard vanilla. They're just way too strong. And then you'd see some rogues in there, some warlocks, mages, and then maybe like one Balance Druid just for like a debuff, one Shadow Priest. Maybe 2 Ellie Shamans, not too many though. I guess maybe 1 Red Paladin if you're Alliance. Probably no Red Paladins. Unless they give some sort of buff. That's pretty damn good. But yeah, I think Season of Discovery is going to be a lot of fun. It's cool that they can tune it. So the game, you know, like changes. Like the game's completely changed now that casters have gotten buffed with that world buff. I think hunters got nerfed a bit from what I've heard. And they were the top damage dealer for the beginning of Season of Discovery. I think it's marksmanship hunters. And it's good that they buff casters because my character's, you know, a few levels away from 25, but when we get there, you know, we should be pretty strong. And if this warrior gets to 60, he'll be pretty damn strong too. When we start doing like raiding and dungeon content. There's the Stone Art Scouts. Got to watch out for those guys. It's one thing about being Alliance and Swamp of Sorrows. It's kind of dangerous. Got to watch out for the camp here. So we want to stay away from this area as much as we can. And we were getting white spider meat here. Nice. Is that... Can we use that for... Yeah, we can use that for spider sausage. That's really good. Looks like we need to use another Elixir Minor D. I want to try Warlock tanking, though. Gotta give that a try, but we have to get Metamorphosis first. I think they did a great job with Season of Discovery. I know I'm talking about it a lot, but... What the heck? I thought that was like an enemy, man. Night Elf. 859 Night Elf Hunter in there named White Demon. Helping me out that Swamp Jaguar. Kind of blended in with the atmosphere here in Swamp of Sorrows. Yeah, it took us over 200 pulls to take down a Rogue Lich King. I think that's kind of the standard for most guilds. At the moment. Not too sure if I'll do that again in Cataclysm, but we'll see. You know, never say never. I just don't know what to play at the moment. Like, you know, there's Season of Discovery, Hardcore, Retail, and then they have that, you know, Classic. Too many iterations of WoW at the moment. But I'm not complaining. It's good. It makes the subscription feel somewhat worth it. It's way better than it was back in the day, man. You used to only get retail. And now you get like a bunch of different versions of the game. Oh yeah, then there's another one, Classic Era, which is just vanilla, but it's not hardcore. All right, so we got one more spider to go. Actually want to... What the heck is that, dude? Jaguar there. Didn't really see him. He's blended into. What I'd probably recommend is like coming into the swamp in the 40s because it's hard to really see everything here, especially in the rain. Like that Jaguar, I didn't see him at all. I guess if I... maybe had him targeted, I could see him. The rain makes it a little bit more challenging as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, Wrath of the Lich King. Leveled the rogue. I still want to get him my rogue going as like a Twink 79 rogue for BGs. Maybe I'll do that soon. Because I said I would do that. I did a playthrough of the rogue from 70 to 79. He was pretty much 80, like 1 bar away. But I decided to stop XP just so I can keep enjoying using the glaives. But I never really got him set up for 79 like Twink BGs, but we'll probably do that soon now. Then I won't be focusing as much on the Boomkin until the Ruby Sanctum raid comes out, and that's only one boss, like a dragon. But I want to get that into the playthrough just so we can say we did all the raids in the expansion. Then we leveled up a DK. That was a lot of fun. I kind of wish I did a little bit more on the DK. We got Infiltrator Armor of Spirit. 13 Spirit Leather. Chest, I believe. Yeah, the DK was a lot of fun. It would have been cool to level him up. The DKs are so strong, man. In Wrath of the Lich King. Especially if you get Shadowmourne. I had fun on the mage, especially when we went fire. Fire mage in Wrath of the Lich King is awesome. So we got to level up a few characters. And we checked out the Alliance and Horde side. And got to experience both factions in Northrend. I'm happy I did that because I never really played Alliance back in the day. So we got to see some new things like the Outhouse quest. They have an Outhouse quest in Grizzly Hills, and it was hilarious. That's probably my favorite quest in all of Wrath of the Lich King. I really hope they have a classic Wrath era server, but they probably won't. They didn't have one for TBC, which was a shame. But it's going to be sad to see Wrath of the Lich King, you know, pass away into Cataclysm. I wish they would keep it. But it is what it is. Like, it would be cool just to log in and do ICC randomly on the Boomkin in a year or two, you know what I mean? Or to play other classes in Wrath. Wrath of the Lich King's an awesome expansion. Like, a lot of WoW players say their favorite raids are either, you know, Uldar or ICC. I'd say mine is Ice Crown Citadel for sure. I liked Uldar though. Uldar is awesome. I see why people say it's their favorite. The raid just looks great, and the bosses are a lot of fun. There's a lot of bosses to fight. And then they have like the secret boss, sort of Algalon, that you have to do hard modes to get access to. Alright, so I think we're safe here. These are the lost ones, I believe. They're just drain eyes that have that joined the Burning Legion, I believe. They joined Illidan. You hear more about that story in the Burning Crusade. Who do we have to talk to here? This guy Magtor? The lost ones who live in the Follow Sanctuary look as we look, but they are monsters, driven mad by the rigors of our journey to Azeroth. Once our brethren, they now live in the Follow Sanctuary to the east, catching or killing any who wander near. And they have stolen something sacred to us, Draenithus crystals. We lack the force to enter the Follow Sanctuary and reclaim our stolen Draenithus from among their huts and campfires, but without those crystals, we too may lose our way. Alright, so we may do that later. Kind of worried about going in there. It's a little dangerous. But maybe we'll give it a try. Shouldn't be too bad. Also a quest, an escort quest. It's kind of rough, called Galen's Escape. It's much harder than that stinky Ignat's quest that we did in Dustfall Marsh. That escort's pretty damn easy. But Galen, he walks through a bunch of lost ones. While trying to get out of there. Pretty much walks through everything, and he ends up walking into packs of like 3 or 4. Proculus can be pulled as well. I think today what we'll do is we'll just focus on this quest, and then also going down to Netherguard. We also have the pristine crawler legs we have to get. That could be a rough quest as well. Because there's a bunch of Murlocs down there. There's also a Horde camp right around there. There's also a bunch of like elite Dragonkin. I don't even know if we'll head down that way actually. There's like an elite dragon that's flying around there. There's Naboru the Cudgel. I wonder if we can beat that guy. I'll have to get a buff. Let's get a food buff here. Yeah, he was walking right over there. I just seen him. Gives you, I think, a quest after you take him down. But we should be fine. We have some pretty good gear, right? I shouldn't be as worried. Like, I was doing these quests on my Night Elf Rogue. I might have been a higher level than this, I think, but a few levels higher, maybe? Probably around the same level, but the gear we had was not even close to as good as what we have right now. We barely had any blues at all. So I should be somewhat confident, but we don't have Vanish. So if things go south, we can die. We're back. I had somebody come over to give us a new TV box because our other one was not working, so I had to be there for it. It came a little earlier than I expected, which was quite the surprise. And then after we got all that done, there was a little bit of maintenance. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise. But usually they warn you about maintenance. Give you like 10 minutes to log off usually. So we need to find crocodiles. It was too bad that we missed out on fighting the boar with a cudgel, but I guess we'll have to fight him later. I'm going to head back here. We're going to find some more crocodiles in the swamp. But I'm happy we got it done. And I'm happy we're still alive. I was kind of worried logging out there. But it looks like everything was alright. Alright, so where are these crocodiles? I guess they're in these like little rivers here. Oh, there's one. And we just need 5 more. And then after that, we'll make our way down to the blasted lands. But yeah, the mobs aren't too bad here. I think we'll do just fine against the lost ones. Shouldn't have too much trouble. And I think we'll probably attempt to do Galen's Escape, even though a lot of people do die in this area. Seems like it's the most common place for people to lose their character, is at that lost one camp. So we should watch out. Can easily pull like 3 to 4 mobs in that area. Oh, there's a crocodile right there. That'll be the last one right over there. Put a marker on him. Oh, yeah, there we go.
The sounds of animals are now faint, more distant. Thank you, adventurer. Now let's hope they don't return.
I was stunned during the attack by the Lost Ones, but before my sight went black, I spied one of our wagons being dragged to the Fallow Sanctuary, the Lost One village to the north. A caravan chest with valuable reagents was in that wagon. Reagents vital to the studies of the wizards of Netherguard Keep. Find the chest and get those reagents, adventurer.
Oh.
Get them and bring them to me.
I wanted to get this iron, but we might have to fight these mobs here. So it looks like we're going to have to go to... Okay, good. That cat ran away. So we're going to have to go up to the sanctuary and open up a chest. Not too sure where that's going to be. Let's see if we can get up here. How the heck do people get up there? Does he just climb this way, or... Not too sure. Maybe it's up here. Yeah, maybe you just can't get it. What a weird placement for like a mine. Maybe there's like another way we have to go up. Like maybe this way, but I don't want to like fall to my death. How silly would that be? Falling to your death just to get some iron ore. Yeah, I think we'll just head out of here. So the chest is there. It's near. I think it's near Galen's escape. Yeah, the wizard reagents. We'll probably do that later when we do the Galen's escape and get all the crystals. But eventually we got to bring those reagents to the Blasted Lands. We only need spider meat for this. You don't need any, like, spices for spider sausage. Guess that's the best thing about it. Other than that, it gives you 12 stam, 12 spirit. Should we run over this way? I don't know if we should do that. We should probably stay on the road. Yeah, he's level 47 mobs here. Yeah, we have to watch out. What are the hyenas? 46. And then there's basilisks as well. You get some pretty good buffs here. But you have to collect some items off of these animals to get it. Forgot the name of the buffs. But we'll eventually do that later, probably when we're close to our 50s. Come back here and try to complete those quests. Gotta watch out though, there's some elites around here, especially near the Dark Portal, which is to the south right here. There's a bunch of elite demons. Here we are in Netherguard. The main reason why I wanted to come here was to get the flight point. I don't think there's an inn here. It's one thing I don't like about this place. There's no inn.
Light be with you.
Supplies for Netherguard. Hello, don't mind all the commotion. It's just business as usual at Netherguard Keep. You have something for me?
Ah, the Power Stones. The mages will be happy to see these. Many thanks, adventurer. I know your trip from Darkshire was not an easy one.
All right, so there we go. Let's head over here. Pick that up. And then maybe we'll just take a flight over to Darkshire. Or we could just stay here. Not really too sure what we should do next. Yeah, we'll probably just stay here. It doesn't really matter. There's no inn. It's a lot closer to the Swamp of Sorrows. Nobody in here. Yeah, guys, I think we'll call this episode here. And next episode, we will make our way back up to the Swamp of Sorrows, and we will try to finish all these quests here at this Lost One camp. Maybe we'll make our way up here. I don't know. I think we'll probably wait before we do this quest. No rush. A little worried about all of the green dragons that are roaming or like around here. Wouldn't want to run into those. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.